Students, this is the sixth part of chapter number 4, values and data types. Now let us see the question answers. First question, what is character set? A character set is a set of alphabets, letters, and some special characters that are valid in Java language. Second question, what are keywords? Answer, a keyword is a reserved word that has special significance to the compiler and cannot be used anywhere else other than what it is intended for. The next question is, what are identifiers? State the rules while using identifiers. Page number 46 and 47, the answer is there. Answer, identifiers are the names of variables, methods, classes, packages, and interfaces. While using identifiers, the following set of rules are to be kept in mind. Point number 1, it can have any alphabet, that is capital or small, digits, underscore, and dollars characters. For example, A, B, cat, mat123, cost underscore price, topaz dollar are all examples of valid identifier. Number 2, it should not begin with digits or should not contain any special character. For example, these are the examples are invalid identifiers as it either begins with a dollar or contains special characters like hash, at. Number 3, it cannot have space between it. For example, some examples are there. Then fourth, it must not be a keyword. So example is there. Fifth one, it can be of any length. Even though Java gives you the flexibility to provide a huge length for an identifier, a very long name is impractical and difficult to manage. Next one is question number 4. What are literal? What are the different types of literals available in Java? Answer. Literal is a constant value that can be assigned to a variable. The different types of literals in Java are number 1, integer literal or floating fixed point literal. Number 2, floating point literal. Number 3, boolean literal. Number 4, character literal. Number 5, string literal. Number 6, null literal. And number 7, class literal. Next, question number 5. State the difference between a boolean literal and a character literal. Answer, a boolean literal may be either true or false and character literal are always enclosed within single quotes. Question number 6. How are decimal, octal and hexadecimal integer literals represented in Java? Answer is in your book, page number 48. So decimal integer literal uses digits from 0 to 9, that is 10 digits. This is what you normally use to represent numbers in mathematics, but should not be prefixed with 0. Plus or minus may be used to represent positive or negative numbers respectively. Thus, minus 12, 56 or plus 75 may be considered to be decimal integer literal. Octal integer literal uses digits from 0 to 7, that is 8 digits, and should be prefixed with 0. Plus or minus may be used to represent positive or negative numbers respectively. Thus, minus 012, 056 or plus 075 may be considered to be octal integer literal. Hexadecimal integer literals uses digits from 0 to 9 and alphabets from A, capital A to F or small a to F, representing 10 to 15. That is 16 numbers, as should be prefixed with 0x or 0 capital X. Plus or minus used to represent positive numbers or maybe used to represent negative numbers. Thus, minus 0x12, 0x56 or plus 0 A7F5 may be considered as hexadecimal integer literals. Write any two escape sequence used in Java. Answer for new line colon slash backslash n, for tab colon backslash t. Question number 8. What are the different punctuators available in Java? There are 9 punctuators available in Java. They are open bracket, close bracket, open curly braces, close curly braces, open square bracket, close square bracket, semicolon, comma, dot. The next question number 9 is, what are tokens? Token is the fundamental building block of a program that represents a single element of a programming language. Question number 10. State the difference between token and identifier. Token is the fundamental building block of a program that represents a single element of a programming language. But identifier, on the other hand, is a token that is used to name different parts of a program. Question number 11. State the two kinds of data types. Answer: primitive data type and composite data type. Question number 12. What is the smallest and largest number that can be stored into a variable of integer data type? Smallest minus 2 power 31. Largest 2 power 31 minus 1. Question number 13. How are floating point numbers represented in Java? Answer: it should be suffixed with small f or capital F. Question number 14. What are variables? How are variables initialized? Answer: variables are names given to memory location. Variables are initialized during declaration. For example, int a equal to 25 semicolon. Next, 15. How are symbolic constants represented in Java? Answer: symbolic constants are prefixed with the final keyword during declaration. For example, final int a equal to 100 semicolon. Question number 16. What are separators? Answer: separators are special symbols used to separate statements, data elements or marked blocks in Java, and is therefore also called separators. There are 9 punctuators available in Java. They are open bracket, close bracket, open curly braces, close curly braces, open square bracket, close square bracket, semicolon, comma and dot. Question number 17. What is type conversion? Name the 2 type conversions in Java. Answer: in a mathematical expression containing operands of more than one data type, necessitates to know the resultant data type of an expression. The resultant data type of an expression can be categorized into 2 segments. First one, implicit type conversion. Second one, explicit type conversion. Name 2 keywords which are also literals in Java. Answer is, they are null, true and false. The next one is 19. Question number 19. What do you understand by variable scope? Answer: variable scope is the area in which a variable is accessible and have its life. What are the 3 types of integer literals that can be represented in Java? Answer: decimal integer literal, octal integer literal and hexadecimal integer literal. So that's all the exercise and the assignments that I have given for you. So I think you also completed all the exercises. So what you have to do is make a separate copy for computer applications and write all the solved question answers as well as the What I mean is this assignment question answers in your copies, and you have to learn all these exercises. So this is the end of the chapter number 4, values and data types.